We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live.
Let's jump right into it, man. Is he Dame Diddy, Dame Daddy, or Dame Dummy? Is something that Nas said once upon a time on Ether. And here we are, years later, and Dame Dash seems to be going down in flames. Dame was the one who was clowning people throughout the years for how they look, what they are wearing, not having enough money. And now it seems to be, it's coming right back to the cakeaholic. The world is dishing it out to him. This whole 50 Cent and Diddy, Dame, or Daddy, Dummy, or whatever you want to call him. There is a back and forth between the two, and it's getting crazier to the point that Dame is now challenging or maybe daring 50 to put his money where his mouth is, or maybe where the dentures are. RJ, you tell me.
Yeah. As Dame would call this corny. This is all corny, man. Corny. I think Dame, depending on who you talk to, was very important to the growth of Jay-Z and Rockefeller, Rockaware, and so on and so forth. But we talked about it in previous shows already. Dame only does business one way. And so while his strategies might be good to kick open doors that are closed, once the doors are open, you should probably let someone in that won't hit the people on the other side of the door. But hey, guys, before we proceed, thank you for tuning in. Remember to rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the YouTube notification icon as well. KaiR.
Yes, man. Is Dame Dash really broke? Well, he doesn't think so. And he's got the receipt to prove it, again, according to him. After 50 Cent took shots at Dame's finances on the Gillie and Wallow podcast, Dame decided to fire back. Not only flexing with a six-figure child support, but also challenging 50 to a CEO war. But before we go to that part, let's take a look at what happened when he tried to clap back. He's recorded like 3 or 4 videos after that initial remark by 50. Fair use. Now you can already see what happened, but let's play it.
Yeah, I would get with homie if you want to work. We could work. I'm never mad at generals linking up. So again, I wouldn't even have acknowledged him if I didn't think he was worthy of an opponent. A lot of niggas talk shit. I don't acknowledge him at 50. Oh yeah, let's go. I want to see. I want to know how real it is. I want to see your television network. I want to see you direct the movie. I want to see your clothing line. I want to see if you're the real deal. Just see if I'm the real deal.
That's crazy. Yo, it happened right after he said, see if I'm the real deal. Yeah. Simulation is going crazy out here. And after that happened, what are the odds? You say, see, who's the real deal, and then your dentures or your teeth fall out. He
As
had
likely as a woman saying it and the weave falling off.
My hairs are real. Yeah,
they're my hair. I bought them. They're my hair. I bought them. That's what it is.
Dame went after that. The next day, went online and explained what is really going down here.
Obviously, I feel like I need to address the teeth. First of all, sorry about that. First of all, shit is not dentures. These are my grills, right? And what happened was, I have to go get implants put in. So I have implants, and I got them 20 years ago. And every 20 years, you got to switch them out. So I have to do a surgery, oral. And the fucked up shit is, once they do it, And yeah, so I'm gonna show you a look. Okay,
This
there we
is
go.
crazy, man. Oh man, this is crazy. So now it seems like it's not the in the initial video. It seems like it's the bottom row that fell out, but apparently it's the upper
That was it was the top one, the upper
top
one. Yeah.
one. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I saw the upper one. I never thought it was the lower one, to be honest.
Well, I'm not sure, but it seems like for me it looked like it
it's the
was
top
the
one.
bottom row.
No,
But hey, anyway, what? Let's go back to try to catch up to the whole situation, because this drama started when 50 sat on the Gillie and Waller podcast and claimed he went on the Gillie and Waller podcast and claimed that Dame Dash had no money, poking fun of Dame's financial troubles. The comment came in response to Dame's criticism when 50 got his first $1 million deal back in the day, in the Dr. Dre 50 Cent deal era. And well, Dame didn't waste a lot of time to respond. And I'm gonna play both videos. You want to say something before we go there?
No, we can continue.
Okay,
I'll save the jokes for afterwards.
let's take a look at what initially started this whole beef. 50 on the Gillie and Wallow podcast. Fair use.
How much money did he give you for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Cash. They add the taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now. I only felt that, because he said, there ain't no money. Like, after you get your watch, chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing. Right? And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
I think I hit the lotto.
Right.
Are you gonna say there's no money? Like, it was, and I just never forgot that because of how it felt.
Was that the only offer you got? Was any other labels offer you?
Not important what else it has, but he felt like he was playing down that million. That's no money. You're chump change. You're little. You're little.
Lil bro.
Bro, yeah, he tried to lil bro 50 Cent when he just got his big money. And right after that audio dropped, or that podcast dropped, Dame had the following to say. Fair use.
50 said about me not having no money. And because of that, I feel like now me and 50 should have a battle. And, no gangster shit. I'm 53 years old. That would be whack and corny for the culture. But he's in the television network business now. So if I was a rapper, I would be like, all right, I'm going to make a diss record. You make a diss record. Now, let's not do that. Let's do CEO war, right? You drop your television network today. You should be able to do that because you have power and you have the resources and, you get money. And because I'm broke, this should be easy work.
So he wants a CEO war rather than battling over beats, dropping a song about claiming that you like kids, destroy your whole career. No, I want the CEO battle. Drop a network today out of your pocket, like it's 50 Cent.
Yeah.
RJ.
Just like you telling someone, show me your 9-year-old today, and he doesn't have a kid. Like, what are we talking about? You can't just drop a network. What are we talking about, man? What Dame is trying to do is trying to get some traction.
Yeah.
By creating controversy, and that strategy works some of the times. The other times you just look desperate. And why would 50 do it? He has everything to lose. Why would 50 go? Okay, 50 is petty. He'll tell you that himself. And 50 will 50 is the one. I don't know if this is true or not, but from what I heard, there was a Ja Rule concert and he bought all the VIP tickets. So when they recorded the concert, it seemed like there was no there was no one at the concert.
Yo, that's crazy. You gotta be super petty to give the op the money just to embarrass him.
Yeah. So I don't know if 50 really did that or not, but it is 50-esque. Let me tell you that. But why would 50 go do a CEO war? He has nothing to prove. That's one thing. Second of all, I know people like that, KaiR. Their whole way of doing business is to let you doubt in what you already have. So instead of promoting themselves based on what they have, they try to break what you have down. So for example, oh, you work there? Okay, great. What's your salary? Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, we pay our attorneys more, but sure. You didn't say anything about the work culture. You didn't say anything about anything else.
You get slaved out.
You're still doing that? Oh. If you were with us, you would have already been promoted. Someone like with your skills, but okay. So it's like, that type of strategy. So I think that's what Dame was doing, trying to tell him $1 million. I could have gotten you way more. And so, but
that's the thing with Dame, right? Back in the days, he had that bravado. He was the one that was dishing it out to people like, dude, you ain't got nothing. I have all the money. And now, and that's what I think. He's still doing that to a certain degree. Because you're right. Because after this, he said again, 1 million is nothing to me. I owe, yo, this is a crazy flex. I owe 8 million in taxes. What is 1 million gonna do for me?
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah. So it's and I was gonna say one additional thing relating to money. Oh yeah. So relating to money and strategy.
Yeah.
Like Fede said, he came from a place where he had nothing. I think he was in the streets for a moment. He started with a deal, got a record deal, or at least got $1 million. And to him, it's a big deal. Now, what you're gonna do with that $1 million, and most importantly, that opportunity, is what counts. We all know the one-hit wonders who pop off, get blasted, get promoted by all the music, the music labels, and after 1 year, you never hear of them anymore. Fede dropped bangers after bangers after bangers, then dropped bangers with G Unit, and not only that, but also transitioned to business, to water,
to build a
brand, and so that's what he did, and that's why it's not important. The most important thing is to get in the room. Doesn't matter how you get in, but get in the room. Next important thing is make sure you not only stay in the room, but do what you have to do to get access to other rooms. And so the whole idea of once you get your $1 million and you spend this and you buy a house and you give it to the homies, what homies, KaiR? What?
Not only that, he said chain. Buy a chain.
Yeah.
I mean that's
so
very
the whole priority is so
so
to me that type of strategy doesn't work with me because I don't think like that at all. I'm a long-term player and I'm 52. I mean, Fede wouldn't have gone where he is right now if he didn't have a long-term vision.
Yep.
And he moves very, very smart. He's a very wise guy. So, but additionally, he never forgets. So he never forgets. He never forgives. So you best make sure that if you diss him, if you come for Fede, stay up, man. Because if you don't, you'll hear from him.
I think they say in there's one saying, the same people you come across on your way up are the same people you come across on your way down. And I think this is something you can learn from this situation. Here at the Double Thought Show, we're always about learning and analyzing different situations and see what you can get out of it. And I think here what you can see is that someone who's been, I'm not gonna say I don't know his finance, but it seems like Dame has been financially very irresponsible throughout his career. I mean, he's put the money where he thought was the right way. Also, we talked about it, like RJ already said in the beginning of the show. We talked about how he conducted business, very irresponsible way of doing it because you're burning bridges constantly. At a certain point, there are no bridges more to cross, and people don't want to work with you. And as a result, you're on an island all alone, without funding, without people wanting to work with you. You're doing crazy business, and yeah, at a certain point, that well will dry up. And if you don't have invest your money correctly, you haven't thought about the long term on how you're gonna make sure you have some different income streams and all that stuff, you're gonna end up, and I hate to say this, but you might end up in the situation Damon, because I mean, you have to have friends in any business. You cannot have only people that hate you. And you can say, yeah, people, my former friends made people choose a side. Yes, but the thing is as well, you could have went to do other business, but there you didn't have friends because you don't know how to conduct business in a normal, respectful way. And here you are years later. I mean, he's going down in flames. I cannot say it any way different. It's crazy to see how he has fallen, and to the point even his teeth are falling out. But hey, anything else from your side?
Yeah, I would say so that's why I talk about the situation, and I think it's a good thing that we try to discuss and try to learn from the situation, because he is a legend, but it's just a long-term game.
Yeah.
Life is a long-term game.
It's a marathon.
And what I'm learning, and I'm still pretty young, relatively young compared to all these people. But the lesson that I want to take, that I extract from stories like these, is that you should be able to transition. When you get to a new phase in your life, you should transition.
Yep.
So, okay, you're not a parent, now you're a parent. You should transition. Okay, you don't have a business, now you have a business. You should transition. Your personality, your mindset, you should grow with it, because if your money goes up, but you stay there, if you don't change your tactics, if you don't improve, if you know everything better than everyone else, then that's the start of your decline. So I don't think Dame's gonna change. He is the way he is. I think that's why people like him. Other people don't like him. He is polarizing in that sense. But hey, man, I do
He's
wish
too
him
old
all
to
the
change.
best.
He's too old to change at this point. To a certain
Yeah,
point, some
probably.
people won't change anymore. Guys, we want to hear from you. What you think? Is Dame Dash making a valid point with this CEO challenge? Should 50 go toe to toe with a man without teeth? I don't know. Do you think 50 should respond? Well, he did already respond, and he promoted. Let me take a quick look, man. He started promoting his new book. Let's take a look real quick. Fair use.
Somebody definitely sent me that true shit 50 said about me not having no money.
I want to see if you're the real deal. See if I'm the real deal. Yeah, hold on. Oh God.
Niggas talking that 50 cents. I be talking 50 mil. Niggas talking that Timmy Turner. Let the nigga get killed.
But Dub would say, bam.
You throw a motherfucking concert in Louisiana and don't book no Louisiana legends and put no bankroll in no Louisiana legends pocket, but you pay the police $500,000. What type of bitch ass shit is that? Gang, I'm willing to sit down and talk and peaceful and just, you know, go have some drinks or have something to eat. Or maybe I can take you to my grandma's house and, you know, let her give you some real soul food.
The Accomplice by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Aaron Philip Clark, available now.
Here's another lesson you can learn. Take situations like this and make it a promo. He's promoting his book on this guy's back. It's crazy. This is typically 50. This is 50 at its finest. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think that this auction will end up with any? I mean, will Dame be able to sell anything based on this auction with all this controversy? Yeah, let us know in the comments. Drop your thoughts and yeah, RJ.
Yes, guys, drop your thoughts. He is a controversial guy. We tried not to be as controversial as him, but why do you think you were controversial? What did you say?
I said we could have made jokes about his teeth, but I mean it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, and I mean a lot of people. I mean, KaiR, a lot of these artists do have new teeth, right? They talk about getting new teeth. You just happen to see Dame in the transition. But don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories when we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons and commonplace situations. Thanks for watching, and let's keep the conversation going in the comments. And let's keep the conversation going in the next segment as well. KaiR.
Yes, sir. As we always do, we have the Reddit story topic where we dive deeper into a commonplace situation that RJ might or might have found. Yes, RJ, you always have a great story. Let's see what you have for us today.
All right. Let me just check one thing out because yes, okay. They didn't have a chance. I changed the banner, so I didn't know if it would fit. But the story goes, so the title is, am I wrong for telling my husband I cheated on him even though I didn't?
What?
So we're talking about a 26.
Gonna put this. Definitely gonna put this on.
So the woman is 26 years of age and her husband is 30. So there's like 4 age gap. So I've been married to my husband for 6 years. About 2 years into our marriage, I found out my husband had cheated on me with a high school friend that he met at one of his friends' wedding. I didn't go with him because it was a few days later after the delivery of my first baby. He claimed it was just a one-time mistake, that he had a few drinks too many, and that he regretted it. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. At the time, our daughter was only 1, and I didn't want to break up our family over something he swore was a mistake. So I forgave him, and she puts it in quotation marks. Or at least I thought I did. I convinced myself that it was something I could be okay with because I was afraid to start over. But honestly, I was too young and inexperienced to fully understand how deeply it had hurt me. 3 years into the marriage, we had our second child, our son, who's now 3. Around that time, I found out my husband didn't just cheat once. He had cheated multiple times with different women during the early years of our marriage. I found out when my MIL's birthday, mother-in-law's birthday, was coming up, and I wanted some pictures of her for a collage that I wanted to make for her. I was scrolling through my husband's photos.
This man. What a dude. Come on, man. Don't say he had a collage of the crime.
I was scrolling through my husband's photos when I found screenshots of women's profile from dating apps. So I went through his message.
This man, what a dude.
From 3 years ago, the text. Why would you go? My whole point is, KR, why would you scroll through some? Ask him for the pictures.
No. She knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. She wasn't looking
She
for
knew what she was
KR.
doing.
She wasn't looking
No.
for a collage picture.
No. She wanted
Okay.
proof.
Okay.
But okay.
Okay.
She
Then
got a
we're on the same
collage.
page. So I went through his message from years ago to find out that he had been cheating on me even before the girl from the wedding. The texts were usually vague, but enough to confirm my suspicion. I confronted him, and at first he tried to deny it, but I had the proof. The messages dates exactly matched the periods he had reassured me that everything was good. He then gave up on the lie. When he finally confessed, he collapsed into sobs, gripping my hands, saying how much he hated himself for what he had done. This is going to be the last time, but I have to do it.
I'll give you the ad lib. This guy.
Telling me how in those days he had been foolish, immature, and afraid of losing me. He begged me, begging
What?
you.
Wait a second. He was afraid of losing her back in the days or now?
I think
that's why he cheated.
That's what
I
she
cheated
wrote.
on you because
That's what she wrote, but I think she means that he was when he confessed that he was afraid of losing her.
Oh, okay.
Tell me, so I'm gonna
I cheated on you because I was afraid of losing you.
yeah.
That's
So let me
crazy.
start that sentence all over. He then gave up on the lie. When he finally confessed, he collapsed into sobs, gripping my hand, saying how much he hated himself for what he had done. Tell me how in those days he had been foolish,
You're gonna divorce rape me.
immature, and afraid of losing me. He begged me not to leave him, and he promised me that he had changed again. He said it was not something he had done since we had our son.
Tough.
And that his family meant the world. Admittedly, his apology really got to me. I hesitated when I saw how broken he looked. I couldn't determine if it was sincere regret, desperation, or guilt.
What about the combination?
Combination.
Oh man.
Oh my God. I hesitated. I told him I forgave him. Even though I never really did. The trust was broken, and the anger persisted despite my best efforts to move on. Since then, he has been acting like the perfect husband. Operative word, acting. I'm reading what she's saying.
You're reading what she's writing. Yeah.
As if to compensate for what he did. I'll admit it felt good to be the center of his attention after so long. But for the last 2 years, I have been nothing but tolerating him because when I look at him, all I see is lies. Now getting to the title. Last weekend, after putting the kids to sleep, I decided to tell him that I had cheated on him. I didn't. But I wanted him to feel even a fraction of the pain and betrayal I've been carrying all these years.
Who are these people?
When I told him, he was crushed. His face went pale, and he just kept saying, "No, you wouldn't. You couldn't." He begged me for details.
Oh,
When?
No! Did he
When?
have this book?
Who? How big? No, that's not true. How could you do this to us? Yo, KR, did you hear the last one?
Yeah.
How could you do this to us?
Yeah, y'all people are messed up, bro. Y'all people are messed up in the head.
He couldn't believe that I had, quote, thrown away, and quote, everything we'd been working to rebuild. He said he said he thought we were finally in a good place, and this destroyed him. I told him I expect you to forgive me just like I forgave you. Now he's completely heartbroken, barely speaking to me, acting like he's the victim here. He says what I did is worse because we were finally getting better. And now I've torn us apart. Part of me feels guilty, as if I manipulated him. Well, you did,
Oh,
technically.
as if you told them a lie to hurt them. As if both people are piece of shit.
Opera the fourth feels. But another part of me thinks he needed to experience even a piece of what I went through. So she's asking whether she's the a-hole in this situation.
Bro, you both are a-holes. First of all, the guy, I never understand. Well, so this is the thing, right? If you are choosing for a committed relationship and you're not ready to commit, why are you choosing for a committed relationship in the first place? That concept is for me a very interesting one. If you want to bang multiple girls, why commit to one and then go bang others? You're gonna hurt the person when they find out. So that's a quite an interesting choice. I always think about people that choose to cheat. You can always leave and then cheat and then don't come back ever, because why? It's like a security stuff. But anyway, from her side, I understand what she did, but at the same time, I cannot approve that. The thing is this, and she says it clearly. She wanted to hurt him the same way she felt hurt. My question is, why are you still together? If you're trying to... A basketball player once said, F the kids.
Who said that? Who said that?
Well,
Gilbert Arenas?
Verbatim. Michael Jordan. F the kids.
Did I?
You know the F the kids meme?
That's why the kids be doing coke during in Paris during the Olympics.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, though, I understand. There is some things that parenting schedules and all that stuff, you got to work things out. But if you're going to go tit for tat, because the thing is this, right? You're going tit for tat. You're staying, RJ, you're saying she stayed for the kids.
I no, you ask why are they still together?
Yes, she stayed
but I'm
for
saying they have kids, so that's the reason why.
Okay, so if she really stayed for the kids, she didn't stay for the kids. She stayed so she can hurt him. Because what kind of situation are you creating by crashing out? Because she crashed out right here. I'm not, again, this is total crash out situation. You're lowering.
She could have hurt him without staying together. They stay together for the kids. That's what I think. But so they stay together for the kids, but then make each other's lives miserable.
Yes. But then the kids' lives will also go down when you make each other's lives miserable. So you're not staying, again, you can say you're staying for the kids. Yeah, you say that's what you say, but you stay. It's like when people, I do believe people sometimes, they say they choose to stay with each other for the kids, but then it's basically only so they can get back at the person. She couldn't get it over her heart to actually cheat. So what she did was to manipulate him and tell him, I cheated on you, so he can feel hurt.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not talking, again, the guy was a piece of shit for cheating on her. That's for sure. So that's out of the question here. I'm just stating that people are making choices that it won't benefit the kid at all. If both parents are fighting each other every day in house, that's no different than separating. Probably separation will be even better for the kids because they get to learn a great side of both the mom and the dad. But hey,
That's a good point. You say you're staying together with the kids, but then the kids will feel the tension in the house, is what you're saying. That's a good point.
constantly.
But KR, what do I always say? We are not intellectual beings with feeling.
Yeah.
We're emotional beings. So we say
Maybe
what
I'm
we
an
think
enemy.
we want to say, or we do what we do, what we do or think what we do what we think we have to do to be good. We say what we say. We say what we think we have to say in order to be like the good person. So we're supposed to say, let's make it happen. Because you don't want to be the parent that says, never mind this.
Why not?
Because you don't, it's the, what's the word? Plausible deniability.
Yeah, that's a
You
problem.
can
I know.
always tell the story. You can always say to your
I was
girlfriends or your guy friends, hey, I want, or the family, I wanted to work it out, but he or she decided to quit.
We need more heels in the world.
More what?
Heels.
Yields.
Yeah, heels. A heel is in in professional wrestling. A heel is the person who pays the bad guy. We need more heels. Just say it's not gonna work out. You cheated on me. I cannot stand this. I cannot trust you anymore. It's better for us and for the kids to separate because sitting together, having constant tension, the kids grow up with a certain level of PTSD. And also all kind of other stuff. Maybe they think they I don't know, kind of. I have no idea what kind of consequence that can have. But staying together for the kids, and then the kids see you fight every day. The tension is there, dude. It's not a way to live. So
Yeah, that's I'll
feel
give you
sorry
that.
for the kids for both having an idiot dad and a less intelligent mom as well. But maybe you're right. People are emotional and they don't choose, they make the right choices. That's why certain people get paid millions of dollars to always make the right choice, and others, well,
They get
I don't
PPP
know.
loans.
They get PPP. Yeah. Try to make it up. But no, all jokes aside, yeah, it's a shame for for the kids. At the end of the day, it's the kids that's gonna get hurt. By the way, why do you get a second kid if you don't? This is the illogical stuff I always think about. You don't trust the person, then you think, oh, maybe a second kid will heal it, and then you continue trying to because she didn't trust him. Listen to this one. I'm gonna listen to this one.
Yeah,
She
okay.
gets a second kid. On top of that, she thinks, you know what? I'm gonna continue trying to gather evidence that he's been cheating. This is the what are we, bruh? Both of
I'll
them
say
are
this. No, I think I think you can look at it. You should look at it in a different way.
okay. Maybe I'm the bad guy. I'm the hero here. Okay, tell me, how should I look at it?
That doesn't have anything to do with bad or good. I'm just saying there's another way because I don't know the truth, of course, but I can. Maybe you're thinking of it differently, wrong because you say she didn't trust him, but still decided to stay with him and have another baby, right? I'm saying
It's like how people.
maybe she wanted to trust him, or
No,
let me change it. That's incorrect. What I said. Maybe she wanted him to trust her raw, and that desire was bigger than
this is the
that
same.
desire was more prevalent than the desire to make the wise choice. And so a baby came as a consequence.
Yeah. It's the same mentality that when people are in have problems in their relationship and they decide to marry right at that time.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy. I don't know. People have been they've been dealing with relationship problems for years. They're about to break up. They think, hey, you know what's a good idea? We make it official. So when we divorce, we
We can always say that we were married.
Yo, this is the same kind of mentality to me. But
Yeah.
hey, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna read some of the top comments, and then I want to switch it to you because I want to hear your thoughts as well, guys. Quiet Village 1425 says, just divorce him. Already? La Bella Vita says, yes, divorce him. There's so much unsurmountable resentment here. Resentment kills marriages and ruins children's lives when they have to live for it. If you don't divorce for you, do it for your kids at least.
Oh, no,
Maybe
that's
she's
a-
also thinking F the kids. Simply Trisha says, if he ever even stopped, I agree with the others. Divorce already. Children would rather be from a broken home than live in one. Based on what, Simply Trisha? Are you basing this on a study done, or is this purely your emotions? Emotions. They also deserve good role models to show them how husbands and wives should treat one another with love, honor, and respect. We don't know if she was a good wife. We don't know if he's a good husband. We just know that he cheated. Both of you are too busy looking out for yourselves. Last but not least, yes, please just get divorced. It's completely understandable if his cheating is still bothering you. You've tried to move forward and keep your family together, but clearly, you're not over it, and that's absolutely 100% okay. You were betrayed in a huge way, lied to for years. It's okay not to come back from that and want to better yourself, but just move on from the relationship already. If you're just going to torture each other, you deserve better, and so do your kids.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know your thoughts and opinions. We want to hear from you, whether you agree or not, whether you think that they should divorce or stay together, try to fight for the marriage. Do you think that he's still cheating? Yes or no? Do you think the wife should cheat? Because KR, some people would say the wife should cheat. Don't think that's the best solution, but don't forget to let us know your opinion of the situation in the comments. KR.
Yes, before we continue, let me show you the what sparked that meme, that F them kids meme. I don't know if you remember this, dear. Fair use. Michael Jordan was at a basketball camp and decided to do a one-on-one versus a kid. And of course, when at these basketball camps, you want to give the kids something to look up to. They beat their idol. They beat a former NBA legend. Well, guess what? That kid can never say that. No kid can ever say they beat Michael. Fair use. I think the challenge was, if I remember correctly, the challenge was if he would miss, the kids would get something. I would have to research that. But if he would miss the shot,
they're clearly rooting for him to miss.
Yes. And if he would miss, the kids would get maybe something from the camp, an extra. The man said, basically, F you ain't getting nothing from me. you ain't getting no yeah. Score them all. This was the challenge. Michael Jordan had to sink one shot or give No, get every shot or give an entire basketball camp free Air Jordan trainers. So the kids didn't get the trainers. So that's how that the F them kids meme started. Hey, it is what it is. Let's go back to the topic at hand. Let's go to the second topic of today, which is YouTubers getting caught up in the Tenet media scandal. So for those who don't know, it seems like some of the YouTubers, popular YouTubers, are up-ish creek and paddling with bare hands to get out of it. This is not some conspiracy theory because the DOJ filed an indictment against Tenet Media, and a couple of big stars, YouTube stars, have been named in it. RJ.
Yeah, it seems you're saying that it's not. What did you say? It's not a conspiracy. Conspiracy.
No, it's not a conspiracy.
So what we're realizing is that a lot of dirt is coming out. Of course, people are looking for dirt, looking to discredit platforms, discredit channels, and some people are doing it to themselves by showing explicit footage of male buttocks on their screen.
Hey, yo, what's his name again? Roland.
Roland Martin.
Roland got caught up in something right there.
Hey guys, before we proceed, please let us know your thoughts as we discuss the topic. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification icon, rate the show by pressing the like button, and of course, check us out on our other socials. KaiR.
Yeah, man, they always say the truth will come to light, even if that truth is hidden deep inside of your heart.
Or where the sun don't shine.
But today we're not gonna talk about the Democratic cheerleader Roland Martin. We're gonna talk about another
race baiter
and race baiter. Yes, but he's more of a cheerleader with the pom poms. Recently, a recently unsealed indictment reveals that the Tennessee-based Tenet Media, which hosted right-wing stars like Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, has been caught up into a situation where it is alleged that they were secretly bankrolled by Russian operatives. DOJ unmasked a Russian influence operation that funneled nearly $10 million to the American company. According to the court documents, Tenet Media was designed to amplify pro-Russian narratives, particularly in support of Donald J. Trump. So at the heart of the scandal is Tenet Media, a platform that became a hub for influential voices like Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Lauren Chen. And what's striking about this is that these creators are saying they had no knowledge of the funding source. Well, with Lauren, it's a bit different. I think Tim Pool and Dave Rubin can say that. Lauren Chen was one of the founders of Tenet Media. So, hey, the quite interesting part of this is that some of the commentators, like Tim Pool, had interviewed Trump himself on the platform. And these creators were getting up to $400,000 monthly without knowing it was Russian-backed. The question is, the question you can ask yourself is, can we trust the influencers to be as independent as they claim to be? RJ.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. I think that there are multiple players, multiple layers. For example, a Tim Pool doesn't form part of Tenet Media, from what I understand, but he does get backing from the from Tenet Media.
Yep.
When they say Russian operatives, what are we talking about? We do know that Russia was at some point banned from, so Russia was blacklisted. I don't know if Russia is still blacklisted, but there was a particular point in time where you couldn't do or weren't allowed to do business with Russia. So indirectly, but the question is if we have a platform and we know that there's a company financing platforms like us, and we approach that company, the company finances us, and turns out to be money coming from Russia, would that mean that we are like, are we guilty of something? I don't know. It seems to me more, KR, that and sometimes we need to make distinctions between what we know and the conclusion we draw from what we know.
Yep.
So we know that there was probably money coming from Russia. They're saying Russian operatives. What does that mean? I don't know if it is explained. What do they mean with Russian operatives? So that's one thing. Do you know that?
I haven't read the court documents, so I cannot tell
Okay.
you exactly who these people are or where they come from.
Okay, so that's one thing, right? So when you say Russian operatives, who are we talking about? Secondly, it seems to me that so that's one thing, right? So the money, the private sector. They're saying the alleged Russian operation, I opened one of the articles, tapped two people to set up the company and their names to add to its legitimacy, and the two founders were aware of Russian money backed the operation according. So that's the Chan and probably the husband or whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's one thing, right? Now,
Lauren Chen and Liam Donovan.
yes. Now let's go to the conclusion that they're making. They're trying to link Donald Trump to this investigation, right?
Well, it seems like it.
And why do I say that? According to the court documents, Tenet Media was designed to amplify pro-Russian narratives, particularly in support of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So they're trying to put Donald Trump, link it to Russia. Now, we know who did have ties to Russia. And he's making the maids in the White House clean his room twice a day. They're having to vacuum his house twice a day. And that's Hunter Biden, of course. At least that's what is said in the news.
Well, I don't know if they are vacuuming his room or the baby arm.
So that's one thing, right? But it's now they're saying this is the most significant legal action we've seen yet against coordinated foreign disinformation out of 2024 election. So they're trying to create a narrative here, and we always need to be careful
It's
about
the same
these
one
things.
actually as 4 years ago, right?
Yeah, one that was already so. And let's be clear. We all know that the U.S. has intervened in countless
That's a nice way to say it.
countless
Oh, man.
elections abroad. Latin America is filled with U.S. influence. So let's not act like holier than thou here. And I want to know who China is financing. Because word on the street is, and that's outside of Chinatown, by the way, that they are buying properties, real estate properties, left and right to get more grips.
Well, they also indicted a female Chinese operative. like last week. So
We do it too, man. Everyone does it.
yeah.
In that level, spy. I mean, it's not only James Bond that we like to think that, oh, we're the good guys and we're everyone is doing it. On that level, everyone is doing it except for maybe Saint Lucia or something. But everyone that's like or Bora Bora. But every like if you're a power, you're gonna do it. It's just the way it goes, whether you like it or not. And so to call it coordinated foreign disinformation ahead, I think we can, KR, I think we can point to domestic misinformation campaigns.
Well, Facebook revealed that. Yes.
If your friends are like that, if your friends treat you like that, so what do they say? With friends like that, who needs enemies?
Who needs enemies? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you look at the whole situation, this is going to ask maybe because Tenet Media has also been deleted by YouTube. So this is something that's ongoing. They took action right away, and it seems like it's heading towards probably at least those founders of Tenet Media getting possibly a penalty or having to sit a couple of years in the pen to for their crimes. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting because I mean, it seems like it's the timing is a bit odd. I would say. I mean, they could have done this months ago, not 2 months before the election. But hey, sometimes things happen. When you're behind, you have to do the best you can. I don't know. I remember there was a person who said, do the best you can, win." I can't remember the quote. I can't remember the quote. I have to find the quote. But it's basically I'm gonna paraphrase, but it's something like you have to do the best you can to win, and if you have to cheat, so be it. Sometimes people think like that, and yeah, that when you do that in regular life, it's you and the person who you're trying to cheat on that's getting influenced. And when you do that to a country, then it's everyone who's living in the country will feel the result, negative or positive, of that situation. So hey, let's see how this turns out, man. It would be crazy if Dave Rubin and Tim Pool get have to sit in jail for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also very very interesting because Trump has been going to a lot of podcasts. He's not going on. He's not going on traditional media, or not as much. He's very going to. He went to Lex Fridman. He went to Tim Pool. Even went to a couple of streamers. I mean,
He went
he's
to I saw the comedian, the guy.
The one with the 60-year-old dad.
Does he have a 6-year-old dad? The one that hangs with Dana White.
Yeah. His dad was 60 when he got him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. What's his name again?
He went on 8. Trump went on Aiden Ross. Trump got
Aiden
interviewed
Ross.
by Dr. Phil.
Even Dr. Phil got in on the action.
Now let's see if Rogan will host him. PBD should host him.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, they are definitely choosing a different strategy when it comes to this campaign. And I think the way they are choosing to do this is more. I mean, it's clear that podcast seems to be more personal a lot of times. Um, and at least in this time of our lives, podcasts are more people are listening to podcasts because they like the person who's hosting it, and where media basically the mainstream media basically pumps out a particular host of shows that people might not like because of the way they speak or whatever. But I'm also curious what Kamala will do because we haven't seen her a lot doing interviews. She did one interview with CNN, and other than that, she hasn't done anything. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is going. Maybe she's trying to avoid being influenced by foreign operatives. RJ.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Let's wait and see. Something tells me that they might expedite the procedure as much as possible to get concrete concrete material prior to the election, because this isn't by chance. Let's just put it like that. Guys, let us know your thoughts, whether you agree. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different. Or did you want to say something else, KR?
No, well, before you close it out, guys, let us know what you believe. Are these influencers the real victim, or do they? Should YouTubers be more cautious about this situation? Should they do better due diligence? Something I've been talking about when endorsing. You have to do your due diligence as a YouTuber because you don't know who's behind it. Should people be more cautious about who is giving them the money? Yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more updates on different stories where we discuss trending topics and try to explore uncommon lessons from commonplace situations. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the conversation going. KR, we can move to the short thoughts.
Yes. As we always do at this show, let's close today's show with the short thoughts. And
Yes.
in the short thoughts, we always give a short response on commonplace situations or trending news. And today we have two topics that are quite interesting, quite funny, maybe, who knows. For some, the second one might be a lot funnier than the first one. So let's jump right into it. Maryland Chick-fil-A accused of naming customer monkey. And then you ask yourself, how could it get so far? Well, let's take a look at the video of the man at the situation. Let me open this up a little bit. Fair use.
I'm putting this on video, not you, but I'm putting this on video. Where's the manager?
I'm the manager. I'm sorry, I don't want to be a video. I was just stepping out.
Okay, so
Can I have you pull up, sir? I'm gonna talk to you up here.
all right. The Chick-fil-A and the plate. What's your excuse for why this person?
There is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir, it's not. And
That's close. Let it run out. Let it run
I'm
out.
gonna go ahead and have a talk with him right now.
I'm going to write a letter to corporate about this. This is very offending.
And I agree, and I'm so sorry that you even had to go through this. So what I'm gonna go ahead and put in a refund for you for the inconvenience. I'm gonna go ahead and have a talk with them. I'm so sorry about this. What was the name that you gave him? There is no excuse. What was the name that you gave him?
I told him Marquise. That's not even close to Marquise.
No, sir.
Well, it's not close to Marquise. Wow. It's not close to Marquise in writing. But maybe the person heard monkeys. I don't know.
Yeah. So the question is here. Was this on purpose? Or was this by mistake?
Who took the order?
He's talking about a
I know, but who
male.
took the order?
If you read on the let me see if we can find it real quick. Yes. If you read it, it says Kayla, team member Kayla, but he's talking about a male. But this is not everything, by the way, because the man, he was so shocked that he went in to the establishment because he wanted to confront whoever was talking to him. Fair use.
I'm about to go inside. There's Chick-fil-A down here in La Plata. Talk to this guy who was at the drive-thru. How you doing? Is the guy who was at the drive-thru who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available?
Who is the Kayla? Or who's the guy?
Nobody can answer my question?
I'm sorry, sir. What was your question?
I asked them, they ignored me. I said, is the guy who wrote monkeys on my receipt, is he available? I want to talk to him.
No, sir. I can't have you speak to him right now.
Is he still here?
He's leaving.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that this video goes viral.
Oh, it did go viral. Shout out to Marquise.
To who?
I say Marquise. No, but I think it could be just a
troll.
These people work under pressure. You got to keep that in the mind. And then they hear Marquise, maybe with an accent.
The question is what?
Oh.
Yeah, continue.
And the person thinks, oh, monkeys? Okay, yeah. If that's your name you want on your, because don't forget, RJ, in this day and time, people try to create viral moments by doing crazy stuff. Maybe the person thought, oh, maybe it's a joke for someone. Let me put monkeys.
I'll say this, KaiR. A couple of things. First and foremost, usually the sound isn't that good in drive-thrus, right?
It's true
so
as well.
That's one thing. Second of all, we don't know where did this happen? Which?
Maryland.
So it's not really like the Latin infested, I believe, Maryland. But maybe the person isn't local.
Are you talking about Marilandia?
You said Maryland, right?
Yeah. You said Latin infested, so that's why I said Marilandia.
Yeah. So, for example, if you go to a new to Florida, you might have the language barrier. I don't know if this another thing. I don't know if there's autocorrect. And there was one more point that I wanted to make, which was the person wasn't probably the brightest bulb either. So I think there's like a combination of factors that contributed to the monkeys. Now, I'll say one more thing though. To be honest, I've never, ever read my name. So if someone put my name on a bond, on a
receipt. Bond the boy.
on an order, I never read it. I'll tell you one more thing. I don't think Starbucks never got my name right, ever.
Yes, that's also, well, they probably,
but they never
have people write down monkeys. That would be crazy, yo.
Now, if his name now, some people use pseudonyms, man. I'll say this, KR. I'll say this. I'll say this.
Oh my god.
I'll say this. Marquise and monkeys. You might write it completely differently, but they do sound the same. Like a rapper would be able to make it rhyme. But if I tell someone my name is RJ and they write chimpanzee, there gonna be some furniture's moving. So it's like, what are we talking about? You know, at the end of the day, I think he's blowing it. He's blowing it. I'll tell you, he probably expected. You know what? I think he expects. I know why he's asking, because he's expecting to see a white man or woman. Behind the register, the drive-through register.
Yeah.
It's probably not expected. It might be someone even darker than him, and so he can't say anything then. But he was looking for the ageism. I'll tell you that much.
I'll tell you. All I'll do is this. One rule of thumb I always apply to situations like this is Hanlon's razor, which basically says that to never attribute malice to which is adequately explained by stupidity. So it makes life a bit more easier. So you cannot say it's malice when you can explain it as well quite easily by stupidity. This seems to me like a horrible fuck up, but I don't think it's on malice. I mean, who the heck is gonna put? You gotta be, and definitely some situation where you say your name in the drive-through, and then not further you can see that person probably later on. So to write it down as a monkey and possibly being confronted, that would be not the brightest thing to do. So yeah, all in all, wish the guy a lot of luck. Maybe you get a payout, a good a come up, and that person who did the drive-through can also learn from this situation. Second topic of today, and the final one. Gillie left, 50 Cent left Gillie hanging. You gotta ask yourself, how did he do that? Sometimes certain things happen during podcast, and well, this time it happened to Gillie. Fair use.
Man, make sure y'all cop everything
you got going on, man.
Yeah,
Check out all the series, everything that come on. 50 Action is coming when? When is 50 Action coming?
It's coming
free.
out.
All free content.
Free TV.
Free TV.
Did you see it?
Yeah, but I want to see it again.
It was too smooth. You didn't even notice it. Look what happened. Fair use.
We appreciate.
We gotta get out of here, Renee. We gotta get out of here.
Man, make sure y'all cop everything
you got going on, man.
Yeah,
check out all the series, everything that come on. Free Action is coming.
He played it off well.
It's free.
All free content.
Free TV.
Free TV.
Man,
he played it off well. Sometimes you have to be smooth.
Yeah. No, I think they are very great. I don't watch their podcast, I have to say. $1 million worth of game. I don't watch their podcast. Sometimes I do just to start. I can't watch a full podcast, but that's just because I have other podcasts that I'd rather watch. But they are entertaining, and Gillie is hilarious, man.
Gillie is hilarious.
Gillie. By the way, that interview, I tried watching it. I'll tell you this much. I can say for certain that I'm not from the streets, because I had a very hard time trying to keep up with the language because they speak slang, and I have to also say the quality wasn't the best quality. I think it was like more of an
They didn't have
impromptu.
mic.
Yeah, the
They
mic,
didn't have
etc.
a
But
mic.
I couldn't. It was hard to me for me to follow. And Fiddy is known. Fiddy is he talks short sentences, right?
Mhm.
But very direct. I remember there was one interview when there was one like there was a long time ago when they said, "I'm gonna pay someone to hit me, and I'm gonna say you did it," referring to 50, and say I'm gonna say you did it, and then I'm gonna go sue you. And he said that's never gonna happen because I'm gonna take double the money, give it to the homies, tell them to shoot up, and all of a sudden nobody's gonna know anything. Everyone forgot everything. Like right there in the person's face, man. I'm misquoting it, but he's saying he's you can't pin him on that, but he's saying everything he needs to say. Just like Nelly when Nelly said, we keep retainers. Like you told Charlemagne, we keep retainers for ninjas like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But shout out to Gillie. Gillie was very smooth with.
Oh man.
I like the guy, man.
Yeah. Hey man, that's it for today.
All right, guys. If you're still here with us, thank you for your attention. Thank you for sticking till the end. Whatever your thoughts are, please let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Follow us on our other socials. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you stay up to date when we drop new videos. Hey, let's have a healthy conversation in the comments below. And we'll see each other in the next one. Until next time.
Peace.